How to know and recite the Old and New Testament books of the Bible. I went to Genesis Bank through Exodus Road. At the ATM section, I saw Leviticus among the numbers of people with Deuteronomy standing by his right side. While Joshua was waiting at the gate, Judges and Ruth began calling loudly, "Samuel, Samuel." The first and second Kings told the first and second Chronicles to visit Ezra, Nehemiah, and Esther and inform them of the situation at the bank. On their way, they discussed the misfortunes of Job, sang psalms, and questioned one another on the books of Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Songs of Solomon. Isaiah was somewhere thinking about Jeremiah's lamentations and the prophecies of Ezekiel, Daniel, Amos, and Obadiah. By the time they came back to the bank, Hosea, Joel, Jonah, and Micah had left the bank to see their friends, Nahum, Habakkuk, and Zephaniah, while Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi had lost patience and gone home. What we just finished reciting is the Old Testament books of the Bible. Now let's get to the New Testament books of the Bible. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John got involved in the acts of the Romans, who were behaving like the First Corinthians and the Second Corinthians. The Galatians realized that the Ephesians and Philippians were close to the Colossians, while the First Thessalonians and the Second Thessalonians were good friends of the First Timothy and the Second Timothy. Without wasting time, Titus began to teach Philemon the pros and cons of such a relationship in Hebrews. On hearing this, James begged Peter to explain to him why and how the first, the second, and the third letters of St. John have disclosed to Jude some revelations about our earthly sojourn. This is the New Testament books of the Bible just recited in this manner. To help you to teach your children what to know, how to know the books of the Bible, and be able to recite them. They are followed chronologically from the book of Genesis until you get to the last book of the Old Testament, Malachi. And then from Matthew, the Gospel of Matthew, till you get to the last book of the New Testament, Revelations. Thank you for listening. As you learn it, teach it to others. Let the word of God continue to spread. God bless you.